Yo, what's up? We're back with another episode of the No Money Spent. So for today, we got a lot to go over. We got a couple programs that we completed. The Legends and Flashback collection dropped. So we're going to show off that progress. We did some of those collections, and then we got some packs to open up, and we'll go over pretty much the content that we plan on doing throughout the next week or two, because there's a lot to do that I feel like in the next 2 weeks or so, we can really do some serious damage in these collections and maybe finish live series collections and maybe get Scott rolling for the Legend and Flashback collection. So we'll talk about all of that stuff and kind of our plans. You know, we're trying to map everything out to see how everything goes. But let's start off with, we'll start off with this actually. XP reward path, second inning, we got the boss pack. You know, a lot of XPs out there right now. So we will be opening up this pack in this episode also. Good pack to have. I feel like there's, like I said, a lot of XP out there. There's a new mini season that we're going to plan on doing. And after we do that mini season, we'll make some serious progress. So 12 days left in this inning program. We're trying to max it out so we can get to that looping phase, the wheel spin, whatever you want to call it, and get some extra packs. That will help us get some extra stubs. But we'll talk about that after. As far as programs go, you know, 2 programs dropped, as well as technically a new legend, which is Scott Rowland. But the programs is first one, Rowland and the Reds program. So main reward is a 90 overall Johnny Cueto card. Doesn't look bad, you know, solid per nines, good control. Has a fastball, slider, sinker, circle change, cutter. Kind of the pitch repertoire that you want. So we will definitely be using him. I haven't played ranked at all this season yet either, so we'll definitely have him in our rotation. You also get, like I said, a good amount of XP, some packs. You get an 87 Scott Rowland card, which is not bad. You know, you get to try him out, try out his swing and whatnot. And if you like it, then you can go after that 99 Scott Rowland. That's part of the big collection out there. And like I said, we'll talk all about that. You also get a silver Jim Edmonds. So you definitely want to get these cards because you need it for collections. You know, you need way more cards than I thought you would need, but it's also a 99 out there, so it's not bad. As far as this goes, you have some moments to do, and then you can do some missions. There was a new conquest board that dropped. We actually did that also, so that's where we're able to complete these. And I think there's double parallel XP right now also. So it just makes it a little bit easier to finish these up quicker. And we took advantage of that. Again, more moments you have to do, and then parallel XP with a team. So you got the Reds, Cardinals, Blue Jays, and Phillies. Not that difficult of a program to do, and you get 3 cards. Next thing we have is the Spotlight Week 4, I believe. Yeah, Week 4. So main reward, Rhys Hoskins, 89 overall. Great contact versus lefties. I mean, if we want to call 91 great, for right now it's great. Good power, great power numbers. 101 clutch is very nice, and the rest of the cards okay. But Rhys Hoskins, first baseman, not bad. You got April Spotlight cards, so Raleigh, Male, who's this, Aranda, Henderson, and Durbin. We'll open up this pack, see if we maybe get a Spotlight card. You also get some good XP, some stubs, some packs, and then the Tops Now cards, Chandler Simpson. Great contact numbers. You know, clutch is not bad at 90, no power, but 99 speed, 99 steal, not a bad looking card. You know, if you want to just have speed in your lineup, you know, it's definitely usable. And then you have Javier Sanoja, I think. Great contact numbers. Clutch at 98's all right. You know, good defense, good speed right here. Left fielder, utility guy, can play everywhere. Moments, got to do them. And there's what, 7 of them that you have to go through. Or is that 8? Yeah, 7 of them. 7 moments you have to go through for the missions. The Tops Now guys, and then Sanoja, Simpson, and Paris from last week, the last Spotlight card. Stat missions we ended up doing were the stolen bases and the home runs with first baseman. We also almost had this one done, but we didn't have to do it. Those are probably the 3 simple ones to do, easiest ones to do. But don't have to do these collections, don't have to do the extreme moment, which if you would like, you can, but you got to score 10 runs in an inning. I wasn't trying to mess with that. You know, I was doing conquest, and we were able to get all the progress done in those 5 games. 6 games because we did something extra too. So we were able to get it done that way. Now, single player stuff, like I said, Conquest, there was a brand new board that dropped. So with this one, we got the guitar map, 5 games to play. You know, it pretty much took us 5 games to finish up those 2 programs, but you get a show pack, you get another show pack, a headliners pack, and then a jumbo show pack, which if you were part of the flash sale, which there was another one, you got a free jumbo show pack also. So we got to take advantage of the show. We got to take advantage of the flash sales that come out. And if you guys were listening in the last episode where we talked about the first flash sale, I guess we were lucky enough to get another flash sale, and we were able to make some more stubs off of that one too, but we'll get into that. Diamond Quest, there was nothing new. I didn't mean to jump into this one, but there was nothing new, but we did go ahead and do this one again. Didn't do the full board. I literally just went into it, went straight to the stadium game, played the game on GOAT difficulty, won 1-0. We got Lucas Ursek. That was the one card I was missing from the first time that we did this. So we got that card, and we have all the cards from here now because we got Ricky the first time. So that was nice and simple. Now, as far as Diamond Quest goes, I do have all the rewards now except Bryson's stat. So I'm going to pretty much do the same thing I just said, try to fill up the board quick or just go straight to like the stadium game. But this percentage is a little bit lower. I think when I did Urseg, I had like 80% something on GOAT difficulty. Right now I'm at like 40-50%. So that once that percentage is up, I'll get that card, but that'll probably be in the next episode. And then we have all these other cards, but you definitely want to do these. You know, you need them for collections, and it's Diamond Quest is still a good way to make stubs and whatnot. So not bad. Next thing, I guess we can show the collection progress first, and then we'll open up the packs. So actually really quick, let's talk about the flash sale. So flash sale, like I said, it's always a great opportunity to make stubs. In the last episode, we also had a flash sale. We made some good stubs there. I don't necessarily know what I was doing in this one as far as profit goes. Like I started with 404 stubs and now we're at 421 stubs, but we also kept some players. So I'll show my completed orders right here. I believe we start right here, and I really didn't get like that many cards. Like we got 4 or 5 pages worth of transactions, but I picked up a couple Devers at 77k. I think I sold one at 88, so that was only like a 2k profit, and one at 95k, so it's like a 7k profit. Nothing crazy, but 20th anniversary cards, a lot of those dropped, and there's actually a new collection for that. So we got a lot of these cards at around 9k. Same with like the legend cards. So maybe like for some cards we got only 2, but 2-3 cards. Some other cards we got 5 to 6. But with these, we definitely made some good stubs. We sold the Devers here, and we bought some legends and stuff like that. And then here we started selling the cards. So we bought them at 9k. We sold most of them for around 15k. The legend cards we bought around 7k, sold them for like 10-11k. These cards right now though, the 20th anniversary cards, I think they're like 17-18k. So we sold a little bit early. Probably lost out on like an extra 40k stubs, but still, you know, the flash sale came up clutch. We made stubs. That's always the goal. We're gonna try to hold on to stubs and just wait for, I guess, the next flash sale. If we can get flash sales like every other week, that would be such a dub, because we would make so much stubs that way. But with this flash sale right here, we were able to make a couple extras. So once again, if you guys didn't see the last episode, whenever a flash sale hits, you don't necessarily have to buy the packs because the packs are too expensive, but we did buy 2 of the packs because they were pretty cheap. Like the players in those packs were the legends and the 20th anniversary. The pack was 7,500. The players sell for 10 to 15k instant profit. So we'll have those packs to open up too. But for the most part, just buy the players in the packs because everyone's selling off, and then wait until the flash sale's over. You sell those players, you make profit. You can easily go up 50% in subs. So that's kind of what we did. We took advantage of that and whatnot. So really quick, that's kind of what we did with the flash sale. Now going on to collections, the legends and flashbacks. Scott Rowland is the new legend. He's the new reward. And honestly, the name doesn't, it's not like a big name for me. Like Scott Rowland's obviously a great player, but I was hoping for like a Ichiro or something like that, which Ichiro wouldn't technically have been a better card because he wouldn't have had power. But still, you know, we get a 99 Scott Rowland. It's a great looking card. Definitely the best third baseman in the game. It's a 99 overall. Has 107 contact versus righties, 103 versus lefties, 115 power versus lefties, which is really nice. Got the 90 power versus righties, 109 clutch is really nice. Then you got the gold tier defense, or diamond tier defense. Gold Glover is what I was trying to get at, and 65 speed. So an overall great card. And again, they dropped the Reds program. So if you don't have the 99 Scott Rowland, which I'm assuming a lot of people won't, they won't have him for a long time. You still get the tryout Scott Rowland with that 87 diamond. So as far as our progress goes, you know, I thought we were in a good position. Definitely needed way more cards than I thought. You know, I knew it'd be pretty expensive, but they pretty much like topped it out at the top. Now, the good thing about this is we don't have to get this right away. We can wait. We can take our time. There's going to be a lot of cards that drop that's going to help for these collections. So we have time to get this done. You know, it's not really a race to get this done first or whatever. Not that I've ever been trying to get stuff done first this year. So as far as collections go, this is kind of where we're at. And like I said at the start, I do feel like in a couple of weeks, you know, because there's some good stuff out right now, mini seasons, multiplayer program. I'll talk about that. There's a lot of XP and stubs and packs that we can get that I feel like is going to really help us out. But as far as collections go today, Egg Hunt, I have a plan for this. We'll get this done pretty much for free. Pretty much for free. What are we at right now? We got 11 cards. We need 28. I'll tell you guys how to get this done pretty much for free, but you got to play online. Negro Leagues, you know, we got to play ranked seasons. We'll get that Dahigo card once we hit World Series or solo. I actually had this card, but I sold it at 120K. So we made profit off of it the first time for the co-op rewards. But yeah, once we get this card again, we'll hold on to it. We can take Josh Gibson today in our second inning XP reward path pack. And then Satchel Paige is also from the multiplayer program. So probably by next week, we should have this program or this collection done. Contributor series. We need one more card. And that card is Marcana, which we will get in mini seasons. And honestly, we probably plan on doing mini seasons for tomorrow or the next day. Within the next 2 days, that mini season will be done. 20th anniversary. So I like what they did here. You know, they added an extra collection reward because Hannes Wagner wasn't in the game. It wasn't a reward until yesterday. So 91 Hannes Wagner, great looking card. 93 contact versus righties, 94 versus lefties, 101 clutch, and then gold tier defense, 87 speed. We actually got this done. We picked up all of these extra cards that we didn't have. These four right here during the flash sale. So we will, what are you going for right now? Man, 18K. And like I said, we sold them all for like 15K. So definitely could have had some extra profits, but it's still good. You know, we took the profits when we could have. Next time we'll try to capitalize a little bit more. But yeah, we will collect this and get Hannes Wagner. Not bad. Finish up that collection. Next for breakout series, we technically have this done. We have Hank Greenberg. We got a couple of him. We actually got to sell some off. I'm probably going to get Bryson Stott too. So I'm not going to lock in anything right now, but we do got Bryson. Once we get Bryson Stott, I'll probably lock in that card. Not that it really matters, but we pretty much have breakout done. All-Star is going to be pretty expensive. You know, I think we can get a lot of these cards on the cheap end. So we'll kind of just wait and see a little bit. We were picking up Derek Jeter cards too. I actually have some cards I still need to sell from the flash sale, so we have to do that. We have a little bit more stubs than what I'm showing right now, but still, All-Star, we're 10 away. Second half heroes, we are 8 away. And honestly, this is one where we kind of have to get the NL West done. So get Ohtani, get all those cards. If we can finish that part of the live series collection done, then that would help getting this one done, because that would get us Headley, that would get us Finley, Hoffman, and I think that's it. Garver's part of mini seasons. I think Pudge and Ibanez are pretty cheap, and Sutton. So I think that's 8 cards right there. Postseason cards, we actually have. I could lock this in right now, but again, not really any need. We got Sosa. We could pick up David Robertson, which is technically a little bit cheaper if I wanted to be really stingy with my stubs. But yeah, postseason is done. Standout, this one is kind of difficult because we pretty much have to finish up the American League. No, we got to finish up. Honestly, we pretty much have to finish up the American League. We got to get the AL East done and then the Angels, but the Angels would finish up the West for us anyways. So those are 2 big ones right there. That would also get us Paul O'Neill. And then Gibson is he's in the program right now, the 2nd inning program. And then Chris Bryant is mini season. So these cards right here, big, it would have to be collection wise. That's why we kind of have to focus on trying to get live series collections done. But still, we can get the standouts, spotlights. We have to make some progress here, and hopefully we can maybe get another extra one today. But this is one that, we wait a couple weeks, we get the cards just from the monthly or the weekly spotlight stuff. Again, we don't got to do this today. We got time. These will rack up and count. So we also, like I said, we don't want to overextend. We don't want to waste stubs right now. Kind of goes for Tops Now also. We need 10 more. We can wait until next week. We'll get a free like 2 or 3 more and whatnot. So, we got time for that, but that's kind of our progress. We had new threads. We had Pipeline, Spring Breakout. We had the Jolt, Cornerstone, Veteran Rookie, and the Last Ride. So technically right now we have 9. And then we did say we had 2 of the other ones. So right now we're at 11 of 18 for Scott Rowland. And I think in the next week or 2, we can maybe get this done. 3 weeks max, I would say. But it also depends what we can pack in our packs. That's the biggest thing right there. But that's the progress we have for that. And then again, for live series, these are just the teams we have remaining. Pretty much the big cards: Yankees, Guardians, Royals, Angels, Mets, Diamondbacks, Dodgers, and Padres. So a lot of big cards. I think overall we need about like 1.5 million stubs around there for live series collections. So it really is dependent on, if we can pack something good in these upcoming packs. Before we get into the packs, let's go to mini seasons. This is a great mini season. A lot of XP can be made and a lot of packs. So this is 81 overall and lower. So we really can't like grind other content while doing this. But like I said, there's a lot of XP here, and there is a lot of cards. You got Canna, you got, who's this? Bieber, Garver, and then Chris Bryant. I think we can honestly do all of these goals in one run through and get some deluxe packs, get some premium packs, premier packs, all of that stuff. So like I said, in the next day or 2, this is what we're going to work on. We'll get all our subs, get all of our XP, get all of our packs, and hopefully we pack something good out of it. But this could be a very solid week if we pack some good stuff out of that. Next thing we'll go really quick is the multiplayer program, because that is how we're going to pretty much finish up the Egg Hunt program, or the Egg Hunt collection. So with that right there, we'll go to ranked really quick. I haven't even played, like I said, ranked yet this season, but this multiplayer program, I was looking at it. We got 10 points right now. I'm kind of waiting until Tuesday for the 3rd drop of missions, and then I'll just do it all together. But if you want, you can do this in events. I did play 1 event game, gave up the 3 home runs, but you can do this in events too to make some progress, which honestly, I might do a little bit of that too, because I don't think it's going to take me that long to hit World Series. Probably we only need like 4 wins if we win 4 in a row, which I doubt that will happen, but probably take us like 10 games max to hit World Series at worst, I would say. But you want to do this multiplayer program, especially for collections, but also for these packs right here. These packs now have the Egg Hunt players in them, and you can choose the pack that you want. So right off the bat, there's 1 player you can get, 2 players you can get. If you hit a certain threshold in ranked seasons, you actually get another player and another 3 players. So that's 6 players. You get 3 more here. So we're up to 9 players, 10 players, 12 players, 13, 14, 15 players that you can end up getting, if I counted that correctly. And that's going to give us the progress we need to pretty much finish up the egg hunt program, or the egg hunt collection. I don't know why I keep saying program, but yeah, that's why we're kind of waiting for drop 3 to come out so we can just do everything together. But doing this program, we did it in the first ranked season, gives us a lot of XP, gives us a lot of stubs, gives us all these packs. We're gonna finish up those collections, and that's why I'm saying the next 2 weeks are gonna be big for us, because we're gonna get, you know, all these cards and all these stubs and whatnot, and it's really gonna help us out. Was that 30k XP? Yeah, the XP you get from that reward, that multiplayer program, is going straight into this XP path, and that's why we're gonna get into that looping phase hopefully pretty quick. And if we can hit some egg hunt packs, you know, at the end right there, maybe a chase pack, something good, get more diamonds, that would be clutch. So that's kind of where we're at. That's our thought process for the next week or two. A lot of stuff coming in for us. I feel like I feel pretty good with our trajectory right now, to the point where, like, I feel like we can make some serious progress in the next 2 weeks. But let's open up these packs that we have. So we have 28 show packs, 3 ballin' is a habit packs, 1 silver pack, 2 jumbo packs. One of them was from the Conquest, the other one was a free pack during the flash sale. 4 Twitch drops, we got a headliner, and then 3 bronze, which was from the diamond quest we did. And then we did get these rewards. I think because I played the event game, they gave us these rewards, so we'll open those up. And then we have the April spotlight, we got the legend and 20th anniversary from the flash sale. You know, like I said, they were 7,500 to pick up. The players are already more expensive than that. Easy stubs, easy profits. And then we have the second inning boss pack. So actually a lot of packs to open up here. Hopefully some extra diamonds. You know, extra diamonds would be nice. Some live series diamonds would be great, because that is what we want. You know, we want to really finish up these live series collections and make that progress, and, you know, work on the legend stuff, right? Some extra packs right here, which is pretty nice. Let me just open up the packs that also have another pack in them. Ballin' would be great. You know, we want to see some diamonds. That's always the goal. Big diamond would also be great. This is where you get some of the extra deluxe packs and premier packs. So we get to choose that pack. That's obviously going to be an egg hunt pack for us, because we have the new threads and pipeline done. Let's see, we can open these packs also, because they're a pack and a pack. Pack 9 would be pretty nice. And then let's see, pack 1. Let's see, what else do we got? 3 bronze. Open these up really quick, and then we get to the main stuff, which again, we're hoping for some diamonds. That would be great. We also have some silver packs that we gotta open up first. So we get a silver there. Let's see if the silver, we only got 1 of these. Can it be a diamond? Not today. Gold, still not bad. Let's open up the 4 Twitch drops. So I think there's Twitch drops going on right now. You know, take advantage of them. Just put on a stream, get some extra packs. Why not? Don't really expect anything out of them, but maybe you get lucky, maybe you hit. You never know. That's why we try to get as many free packs as we can get. Yeah, we got nothing there. As always, we got 34 show packs. We'll open these up. If we pack anything good, we'll show it off. Not that many, but I feel like in 34, just because our packs have been so dry, we maybe hit a diamond. So hopefully next clip is a diamond. All right, I lied. I thought today would be a good day for packs. Guess I was wrong. Who am I fooling? Last show pack right here. Got nothing out of it. Got a gold Ozuna. We still got other packs though. So let's see. Pack 1, Tanner. See if we hit a diamond. Headliners, we haven't hit a diamond in a while. That's all I know. Pack 9, who is it? Brandon Lowe, which we could use it. You know, any diamond we could get. No diamond. Those have been super dry for us. Ballin' is a habit. Let's see if we can maybe strike with something here. Ballin' sometime pay out for us, which is not bad. But yeah, I mean, the diamonds just weren't there. We're getting double golds. Maybe that jumbo hooks us up with a diamond, but those have been historically bad for us also. So you just never know. You just never know. That's literally why I feel like we're still like on live series collections, because our packs overall haven't really been that good. Jumbo packs, we got 2 of these. Maybe one of these hooks us up with a diamond. None in this one. Not even a gold. Man, terrible pack. See if the second one gets us something. These jumbos, like, they really should be paying out. They just don't. Nothing in this one either. Straight flipping for nothing. Crazy. Again, not even a gold. Those were pretty bad. Now we're on to pretty much the good stuff, the choice packs. We can just open this one up. You know, we'll save the spotlight, I guess, for last. But with these, you know, they're instant profit. So we definitely just want to take the most expensive player. And I think it's looking like Nolan. A couple players are 11K, but we'll take Nolan. And, you know, we can hold on to one if we need it and sell the other. 20th anniversary packs. Again, we just want the most expensive. If I held out a little bit longer, we definitely could have made some nice stubs here. But yeah, we'll take Joe Mauer. Actually, we can list him right now. 19,695. Let's do that really quick. 19,695. We'll take those stubs, and that helps. You know, getting packs like that is really gonna help us out. We can open up the deluxe and premier pack next. So again, with these, because they're choice packs, we're taking egg hunt. I would take whatever you need to finish up collections, but we have deluxe done, or we have the new threads done, and we have the pipeline. So we just want the players from the egg hunt, and we can just open this one up also. So by doing this, you know, and with the multiplayer program, we're gonna get so many of these. We're gonna finish up the egg hunt just naturally for pretty much free. So that's kind of how we expect to get that done. Hopefully some good diamonds in this one. You know, just give me something good. We get a starting pitcher, which is Brandon Webb, 85 overall, pretty cheap. You know, nothing crazy, but we still will take it. You know, we need to pack someone that's worth it in stubs, but we still will take what we can get. Let's flip them all. Let's see what we get. Left fielder, who's in left? Okay, Jason Bay, 87. He's definitely some stubs right there. You know, again, we're gonna keep these guys, but oh, he's actually really cheap too. He's what, 4K, 5K? Yeah, we need like a big one. We need like Polanco, relief pitcher. I think I have it. Yeah, I've packed this guy 3 times already. That's the crazy one. How do we pack you 3 times? Watch me get him again right here too. If we get a relief pitcher, that would be nuts. First baseman, I don't even know who's at first. Rod Carew. I actually like this card. Like he legit could be a starter on my team. I feel like Carew got a good swing, and actually like his attributes, but he's just very cheap. You know, it's not really gonna help us for collection progress being so cheap, but it's still cards we need. So that's a good card though. Like I think we can legitimately use that card. Let's go April Spotlight next. Why not? And see if we maybe get one of the Spotlight cards. That'd be nice. Third baseman, I don't think you were a Spotlight. Yeah, Durbin. I mean, we still need tops now, but the Spotlight, we kind of need those two for the retro collection that's gonna drop. I think that's also next week too. So yeah, we gotta pick some of those cards up too, but we'll take the tops now. And then second inning boss pack. This one, it's kind of interesting because like my choice is Griffey, but we also need like Josh Gibson and technically Bob Gibson for collections. So makes it a little bit difficult skipping out on Griffey, which is my favorite player, but we need these two for actual collections to get Scott rolling. Again, we'll get all 3 of these anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. But I feel like for right now, because we probably get a little bit closer. Actually, doesn't matter. Let me think. You know, if I'm playing online, you know what? I'm gonna be playing online. I want Griffey. I want Griffey this week. We'll take Josh Gibson next week, you know, when we get the next boss pack, because we have to wait a week anyways until we finish up the multiplayer program and get World Series. So we don't need Gibson right now. And again, we can buy him either way. We're taking Griffey. We're taking our favorite player. We got to go with that. Anything else to really go over? I think that's it. Like I said, a lot to go over, a lot to do. But the next thing that we're going to be doing is that mini season. We're going to honestly probably get it done in the next day or two and just go on from there. But we're mapping everything out to try to finish up the live series collections. Again, we need a good amount of stubs, but I actually like the place that we're in right now, even though our packs haven't really been that hot, but we're still going to make the progress that we need to get everything done. But as far as like offline content goes, we're up to date. You know, we're up to date. There is actually a new program on the 29th. So that's also when Mission Drop 3 is out for multiplayer program. And then roster update on the 2nd, which is that a Friday? Next Friday, and a new Diamond Quest. So we'll have even more content to do throughout the week, which hopefully can get us some more XP, stubs, and packs. You know, that's kind of what we're aiming for. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Scott Rowland, if you guys are even trying to get that card or are even close to it. And if you guys have been opening up packs, let me know if you guys packed anything good. But share your progress to me. You know, let me know where you guys are at with everything. Until the next one, thank you guys for watching, and I'm out.